Hey, what's up everybody? Welcome to another video. Today we're going to do a double video, 2-in-1. Today we're going to talk about the Marvel Legends No Way Home Green Goblin as well as the SHF Spider-Man No Way Home Green Goblin. So, my main man Willem the Goon, Willem the Friend, Willem the Best, the gooniest of all goons. I'm very happy to finally have my replacement because my original one came with a, out the box, it came with a broken right foot. So now that I've got that replaced, we can talk about it. And I gotta say, super happy with both of these for two different reasons. If you want your larger scale Green Goblin, you want your Willem Dafoe head to fit on your Marvel Legends, you have something. If you want something that's superposable, gonna highlight with more hands and probably do some crazy stuff, you have the SHF. There are a lot of different reasons that you would want both of them or one of them. For instance, if you're a Legends collector, you do more Legends stuff, especially because this head is going to be compatible with so many other cool Marvel Legends that you have. Whereas with me, I have a lot of Japanese import Spider-Man, so this is probably going to work better for me. But I'm a Willem Dafoe fan, so I got both. Because Willem the Goon and Willem the Friend, man, we here for it, right? Now, I'm going to go over the articulation of our Marvel Legends one first, and that is because it's a little easier, right? So, out the gate, I want to talk about the fact that on both of these, his purple tunic is removable, so you can have your Goblin armor alone on it, and we'll get into that later. But articulation-wise, it is not hindered at all. We have some really strong joints on this bad boy, right? We have a bicep swivel. We are double jointed. We can fold in. Look, damn, that's a really good fold, right? We don't have any butterfly joint, but we do have upper torso movement. We are on a really classy ball joint here that allows for movement. If you want to shave that down to add more, you absolutely can. I would say be careful though. We do have drop down hips as well. So the drop downs will allow you to get on your glider. We have thigh swivel. Our legs can go up higher than 90 degrees. And we have really strong knee joints. That's to hold up in those goblin poses. And I think the problem that we fall short on is that we have no swivel here to allow really good posing on his glider. Now, in my opinion, that's probably where the Marvel Legends fall short, because without those, you can't rotate to get on your glider. And I'm gonna go over that a little later as we talk about that, because when you try to do goblin poses, right? Imagine being on your glider and your feet all obtuse like that. So that's something that, you definitely want to check out, maybe mod, right? Because as you get this really good articulation everywhere else, your feet kind of stand out as kind of opposing you. So that's probably the one gripe I have for the Marvel Legend, because accessory wise, it probably comes with the most important thing, which is going to be his goon mask, his goblin mask, the real him. So as we back this guy up, right? I love this Willem Dafoe head. He's such a goon, yo, right? We're going to put him right there, and then we're going to talk about our SHF. So SHF articulation is similar, and it has most of the same points, but it has that one deciding factor, right? We actually have a point out joint. We can actually lift up and get our arms in a T pose as well. We do have our forward articulation. We can move backwards, tilt side to side. Same as in this one, but it's really tight because of our bandolier, right? We don't have drop down, but we can lift our leg up to 90 degrees with no issue. We have that thigh swivel, which is really tight, so tight that I popped that out. My thigh swivel is super duper tight, right? There we go, got it in there. We have a double joint, but nowhere near as good as the Marvel Legends one, which rolled back really good. Then we have what seems to be like not a lot of ankle pivot, but it has that rotating joint, allowing you to get into sweet, sweet goblin poses, right? It also has a toe joint too. So like I said, when you are hitting certain poses, the crouching on it allows for absolute goblin mode stuff, right? As you guys would call it. Like, as you can see here, we can hit those poses when we are on our glider, which is obviously, like, if you're going to be the Green Goblin, that's probably one of the most important things. That's a really tight joint. Wow. My replacement joint came in super tight. So yeah, look at that. It's one of those things where it is really important to, like, get into your iconic poses. That popped off. That's never happened before, so that's a first. And maybe mine's loose, but no, that's a replacement piece because we can swap that out. But we'll get into that in a second. Now, as you can see here, articulation-wise, I've got one posed up. I want to get the other one posed up so you guys can see some nice stuff. But like I said, it's really crazy because these outer feet are going to lock in on a way that won't allow you to get really crazy, which kind of sucks, but it's still pretty nice. If you want to be a goon to a goblin, right, you gotta pay your dues. But ooh, I need some water. But as you can see here, my joints are really, really tight. Wow, this man's probably gonna be able to hold a pose for months. But as you can see here, it will look really awkward with these obtuse looking feet, and I don't like that, because you want to get into a really nice pose, and then you're worried because your feet look really awkward. As you can see here, you know what you would want pose-wise, right? But now, let's talk about the accessories, what they come with, and show out, right? All right, I left these boys like this, but let's talk about accessories and how they fit on the gliders. Let's do gliders first. Here is our Marvel Legends glider, which honestly, I really like it. It's a little muted, but I do like it. I do feel like mine's a little tight on one side, which doesn't allow it to come out properly. As you can see, on one side, I'm getting it out. One seems a little bit more stuck than the other. And I'm pretty scared to like mess with that, so I'm not gonna, right? So here we are with it. Like, you see those muted colors. We have these that turn and rotate. And like I said, if we had those pieces that kind of worked like that, it wouldn't look so crazy on a glider. So I'm gonna pop him on, right? I forgot these can come off. It's pretty easy, right? Let's pop his feet on first and then go back to on our glider. Ooh, I warped it a little bit. So let's pop on our peg pieces. And this is what I mean, right? It looks good, but on a glider, as you can see here, it'll work. It'll look really good from certain poses, but just that feet, that just does not work for me, them pointing out. And that's a little bit of a bummer. But on the bright side though, you do get a stand for your glider. So that means when you want to stay propped up in the air, it does hold its weight, and it's pretty cool. Let me pop it in. Well, I didn't pop it in, I failed. But it would hold its own weight, and that's pretty cool. But I played myself into thinking that it wasn't gonna bother me that this part is a little stuck, because actually it's starting to. But yeah. We do get to take off our purple cloth. I did say I was gonna do that, so let's do it. And it's literally just lifting the arm up and then going up and over. Up and over. I don't know why I sung. Oh, that's an American Dad joke. Yeah, I'm gonna be there. To revealing their under armor, right? And if I don't stop getting it caught on the armor. So we have our Under Armour, our bandolier that you see here. And what's really cool about this is that if you wanted to modify your Green Goblin, add a cloth cape, they kind of gave you the option without having to modify our hurt shorts. And like I said, we get our Willem Dafoe sculpt, Willem the Friend, Willem the Goat. If you want to put those googles on him, because they do nothing, right? You can leave them on top like this, or you can bring them down and make him something of a scientist yourself. Don't mind me. I'm having a good day, right? And it actually looks pretty good on there. But you'll also get a hood, so you can just pop that in. So you could be a hooded adventurer. But like I said, the prize here is going to be our Green Goblin mask, which the SHF does not come with. I realize I guess they couldn't add it, but I absolutely love the idea of the Green Goblin having his Green Goblin mask. And this is exactly why I had to have it, because I love Spider-Man and Spider-Man 2. So having this is A1 material as your boy gets Green Goblined out. Like, this is amazing. It brings back nostalgia. You'll also get one pumpkin bomb. Now, as far as the SHF goes, I'm gonna stand this bad boy up. The SHF does come with a lot of hands and other things. Let's get to that. As Willem the Goon sits in the background, right? So, let's get those feet flat. Very important to do that, otherwise he will not stand, especially on my lopsided table, right? So, Willem the Goon. Now we have Willem the Friend. Here's our SHF glider. A lot more gloss to it, in my opinion. It's more silver instead of like that matted gray. When we break down our glider, it folds all the way out evenly. We do have left, right, and we cannot turn up and down, which I think the Marvel Legends probably has that on it. There is a point here for the Tamashii stand, and I will say be careful because these are sharp. I just cut my hand twice on it, right? So let's put this bad boy on. He should just be able to slip right in because he does. So here, you will be able to slip this guy in, and then when you rotate it up, he'll fit right on it. So he basically works on his glider by the slip-in method. Works just like that. And it pretty much works out just like this. You can pop your Tamashii stand on it. When you rotate them in, the legs will fold in as well. As you can see here, when it folds out, he folds out. But it works out pretty well. So there's a more neutral balance to this that works well with the figure, especially when you pose it up. As you can see here, it works with any sort of posing and bending. When you rotate it, that ankle movement helps it out immensely. So in terms of the gliders, it's probably gonna be SHF taking the points here. But I'm not keeping tally because I bought both, so it doesn't even matter, right? So, let's pop his off so I can show you guys. So I didn't get a chance to show you Marvel Legends, but the same applies here on our hood. You can actually just pop this out, pop your hood piece in as well. Oh, I left a pumpkin bomb in there. So this is our SHF pumpkin bomb. But if you want, you just pop your hood in. It left just enough room in there so you could just pop it in. And I'm doing a weak ass job of it right now, and that's because I'm kind of eager to show off the other stuff. But yeah, you can pop that in. And if you're wondering what a head looks like in there, let's pop a head on first. As we have our alternative non-goggled scope. I don't know why I chose to do that right now, but here's our alternative non-googly scope. Oop. I don't even understand why the camera just did that. That was such a weird thing. What the hell just happened? Ooh. So weird. So my iPhone just swapped camera ports. I don't know why it did that, but we got it to reset. But here is our unmasked sculpt. Looking like your friendly version of Willem Dafoe. And it definitely feels like it's just missing a little bit of paint there. But I really like that smiling sculpt that Marvel Legends presented us. And if we pop our hood in, you'll see that you can also be a hooded traveler as well. Be careful in the backhand side, but yeah, pops right in. Little issue. But I'm gonna take this off because I like it better without the purple cloak. It definitely adds a nice color palette though. And we're gonna just gently pop our arm out. Boom, there you have it. We now have our armor out. I'm gonna let that piece fall out because we have to talk about that anyway. But as you can see, just like with the Marvel Legend, we actually have a really good look at the armor here. They do a very good job of capturing that battle damage all up and down this side. Because I believe he said he was taken from the final battle that he had with Spider-Man. So yeah, you'll get a nice opening there. But if you want, we'll pop a head on. And as you can see, it doesn't look bad at all. Like this looks really good. I really was hoping we'd get like a bonus part or something for later with like a Green Goblin head. I would have absolutely loved that. And then if you didn't like this short one, just like in the movie, the SHF does have an extension one. So you can definitely do your side swipe attack. This thing is long. You look like a predator out there. Yowja. And then we have hands. So let's talk about that as well. With our hands, you will get, you saw the pumpkin bomb. So we do have a pumpkin bomb holding hand, both left and right. You will get creepy Green Gobbler hands, kind of like how he looks cool on the glider with. And then you'll get open action hands that also look really good. These are for grabbing Spider-Man. So yeah, I think that about wraps up those accessories. Now, we're going to jump into the size comparison. I'm going to take the Green Goblin head off because it adds some inches on with that helmet. Pop on that human head, and I'll see you guys in a sec. All right, let's jump into our size comparison. I have a bunch of import Spider-Man, domestic Spider-Man. I got Green Goobers, the comic one. We call him the Satchel King. So yeah, let's get to it. Let's get to comparing, and we can see what we get. Let's start off with some Marvel Legends one. So here we are with our final swing suit Spider-Man, which I wanted to review, but honestly, I got so much on my plate. I don't know what I'm getting into right now. It's just so much happening at once. I just had a tooth pulled recently, which is crazy that I'm even doing this video. Here we are with the integrated suit to compare to. They're about the same size, but this is a much better body, in my opinion, for our final swing suit. And I don't mind them being around the same height, but I do like that the larger Willem Dafoe works well with the Marvel Legends. Then we have our other two Spider-Men to compare to for our Marvel Legends. Here we are with Toby and Andrew. And as you can see with the SHF, they both tower over him. But I don't say why you can't have fun mixing and matching, so go for it. Next up, we have the True Innovator, the Satchel King, our Marvel Legends Green Goblin, which is our comic version, which as you can see, he's a rowdy Piper here. So yeah. Next up, we will go with, here's our SHF Spider-Man. So I have the Amazing Spider-Man. He has fists thanks to SHF Upgrade, who did a fist add-on set, and we have the integrated suit. As you can see here, these guys scale out a little better with our Marvel Legends Green Goblin. I feel like they work a lot better for our, I said Marvel Legends, wow. I meant to say SHF Green Goblin. I'm exhausted again, excuse me. I played myself there. Right, here we are with Toby. These two are a class act for each other, and I feel like this size comparison works out really well with our SHF and SHF. I feel like that really does work. For a bonus, I'm going to throw in the Marvel Legends Sandman. He can be any size because he's a man made of sand, right? So there we have that. Let's take these guys away. Next up, we can compare to a Mafex Spider-Man as well as an SHF Kamen Rider. I feel like that's always a plus, right? So here we are with a Mafex Spider-Man, and I feel like he scales out well with both of them. It really works out. Here we are with an SHF Kamen Rider Cougar, making his way back to the streets. Next up, we'll do some other domestic stuff. So here we are, the G.I. Joe Classified Copperhead and a Valaverse Army Builder. Copperhead is a little bit bigger than the average Joe, but yeah. Next up, we have a Mezco Ichigo. He back on the streets as well, tearing it up for the people. Right? Your boy out here. It's on crime time, baby. It's all crime time. Shout out to Ichigo, man. Shout out to you. And just for a bonus, in case you want to do a multiverse adventure or you want to try some Revoltech one, here is a Revoltech Iron Spider, the Aaron Davis version, to compare. So yeah, there you have it, guys. A nice double video for you where you can see them side by side throughout the entire video. Enjoy yourself. I hope that you enjoyed. This is something that I don't normally do, but I felt like, yeah, it was appropriate, right? Ichigo's here, waving you hi, hoping you have a good day, night, weekend, wherever you are in the world. And if you're out in space, and enjoy the space-time continuum and the infinite void of the beautiful stars. So, please, thank you, as always. So, as always, please, be good, do good, drink your water, guys.